last time we finished off the Drow nurse, finished killing a bunch of Dalar's family, and then made our way back to Waterdeep, where you guys decided to basically just chill for a couple of weeks until the New Year's ball that you've all been invited to. During that time, Reed, you finished your alchemist tools and got an apprentice named Fergus, and he's been making you some sweet potions. I will say, Ulfgar, if there's anything, any like shopping or quick purchasing things that you wanted to do, you've had like the last 2 weeks of in-game time to do it. So if there's anything you want to purchase, now is the time.
Did I buy some? How much gold do I have? Let me check. Hold on.
A lot.
Probably a lot, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably a lot. I'll buy a couple health potions.
Okay.
How much are they again?
Just normal ones.
Hmm.
They are 50 gold each, so that's like, yeah, not much.
50?
Yeah.
Okay. How much are like superior and greater?
The greaters are 150, the superiors are 500.
Okay, I'll take 3 greater and 1 superior.
Okay, so that's 950.
I think so, yeah. Okay.
We do a whole session of just us buying stuff.
Yeah, my favorite. So, just to recap the message as well, you got to the Blades of Drrust. You are cordially invited to join our New Year's celebrations on this momentous of nights at the turn of the century. Heroes from across the coast will be invited to join in the festivities, along with all the hardworking individuals and groups who have helped make Waterdeep the beacon of hope it is today. Dinner will be served at 6:30, followed by music and dancing from 8 o'clock all the way into the night. And of course, there was a little PS at the end saying that Elia would be. I guess everybody, we all happy to just go to roll straight into the party, or is there any last minute things that anyone wants to do?
Let's do it.
I'm good.
You know how we roll for like administrative
I've done that.
income and you know maritime stuff?
Yes.
Because we've been in Waterdeep for 2 weeks, do we get a modifier?
It's every month I have to roll for.
We've been here half of the month. We've actually taken on more burden and managed it more efficiently.
Sure. I'll probably give you a bit of a bonus when we next come to that roll. So just remind me when we do.
Thing. I find out whether Rufus has made any more potions for me.
He is definitely not. Those two that you made were like.
It? Not Rufus.
Yeah, who's Rufus?
Oh. It was Fergus. Yes.
Fergus, sorry. Who's Rufus? There is a Rufus.
Is that the
Rufus, is
that the
is that your child labour that you sneakily went and did without telling the rest of us?
Huh?
I don't think that was Rufus. That was
somewhat obsessed with getting some child labour.
So you arrive at Castle Waterdeep, that you can all find on your maps there. Passing through familiar halls of grandiose size and magnitude, you arrive in the ballroom. In fact, let me drag you to the ballroom.
Drag us to the ballroom. Do it.
Get balled. Once here, you watch as performers hasten to prepare their instruments in advance of the Open Lord's arrival. The lineup along the entrance hall to the ballroom is made up of military officials in their best regimental dress, foreign ambassadors clad in their land's unique and colourful fashions, rich nobles and landowners in their own finery, and the ladies of the court, of course, clad in their most resplendent and expensive gowns. Looking at the dinner table, you notice every goblet and piece of silverware has been polished to a mirror sheen. Every servant stands ready to attend at a second's notice, and the kitchen and waitstaff are already doling out their, the little hors d'oeuvres and drinks, hosted within this cavernous but ornate royal ballroom. Within the chamber, you see a number of familiar faces, which I will now reveal to thee. Boom.
It's my boys.
Oh, I recognise my own face.
That's lucky.
I don't think I ever met any of these other people anyway.
Sang hasn't.
Probably not, no. Can you name them, though, is the question. As a group.
Well, the Swift Swords. All of the Swift Swords, so Arthedan, Percy, etc.
No, I need the names, not etc.
Oh, okay. It's
No one's called etc.
it's Arthedan.
That's such a teacher thing to say.
Put a classroom as your background, Sean.
Wait, what? Why have I got access
There
to?
isn't a classroom.
Why have I got access to Elia Valmond?
You probably shouldn't. It's probably from before. They're not here anyway, so.
Oh, where are my siblings? Oh, these are my siblings. Haha!
Yes, they are your siblings. Yeah, go.
Elia, the pink
No.
one.
No,
No,
she's not here. Elia's not here.
Is she Lila Silverhand?
no.
Okay. I'm out of
There's a
ideas.
dwarf. Is that Connor's brother, cousin or brother?
Oh, is this Belle Delphine and Convor?
Yep, that is.
Slash Convor.
Oh, Belle Delphine.
Yes.
Yeah, we got Dalmir and Bella, who of course. Oh yeah, Connor, you would have missed it last session. The two of them have teamed up and have just come back from their own little mini adventure.
Wait, who?
Dalmir, your brother, and Bella, aka Convor, but she goes by Bella now.
Fair play.
Mhm.
Oh, what? Sick. It's doing I'm so
Doing
proud.
good things. You've got Tristan's family, of course.
Right, Dalmir, Bella, and who?
Who's the guy on the right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Do you know? Oh, well, to be fair,
Recognise him, no.
you would not. You would never have seen his face. I will say he's the guy that is sort of like he runs like the MI6 of Waterdeep. He runs the
Oh,
Harpers. You gave him 2 out of 3 keys after finding the 3
He
keys
sent
that
us
led
a
to Vault.
message, didn't he?
You've interacted with him a few times.
I can't remember what his name is. Where have the
There's a prize if you can name everybody.
Where have the notes gone?
He's
I have
deliberately removed him,
all my
obviously.
notes are on the other laptop.
Yeah, this guy would have been way back in the. So
I can't remember.
Which
what
guy
his
is
name
The
this?
spider.
far right.
He looks vaguely familiar. Was he like in to do something with the banks?
Name's
Not
that-
really.
MI6 guy.
Yeah, like I say, he runs the Harpers, who are like the MI6 of
Oh.
Waterdeep.
Had all those keys. We had to give him a few
Yeah,
keys.
yeah. I vaguely remember that.
Well, we've got
I don't
we've
remember
got
his name at all,
Arthedan,
but-
we've got Percy. I can't remember what the other 3 are called.
Yeah, we're
Damn.
in a struggle here.
Oh, I've
I
got
think
this.
it's that.
This guy had a funny name.
I've got this
I know
really
that.
weird. It's
He's
like
the
I've got this like
barbarian.
phantom plate armor feeling right now. It's really weird.
It feels so
like
light.
it feels like I'm still wearing it, but I'm not. It's strange. Anyway,
Even
yeah, and then obviously we've got Eleanor, Alistair, and what's his face? The other one.
what are your brothers called though, Tristan?
Hang on, I've got this.
I
Robert,
know.
yeah, it's Alistair, Robert, and Eleanor.
Yes.
The Waters family.
Who's this? Is this Dalmir?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
down there.
So we've got Dalmir, Belle Delphine, old guy, MI6 guy.
Yeah, MI6
Arthur
guy.
Dan.
Percy.
One of them is Percy,
Yeah. I
Then
can't
there's a
remember
woman.
what the others are called.
and a barbarian.
And a ranger guy.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Fair play. Well, it was a valiant attempt.
Wait. Is one William?
No.
No.
Wait, doesn't the half-orc barbarian guy begin with like a Z or something like that? Or like an X?
It's an X, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's sort of pronounced like a Z.
I
so
can't
I'll give you-
remember. I can't remember what the
that.
lady's called. Anyway.
Yes. As you enter the hall, you see all these various people. Is there anyone you would like to go over and introduce yourselves to?
I shall go-
Anyone you would like to speak to?
I shall
Or
go and
yeah,
greet my fam.
cool.
I'm
Connor,
not going.
Michael. Well, you can all go. I'd say move your characters to anyone you would like to go to. On the, on the thing.
I wanna run full speed at Dalmir and just give him a big, pick him up, hug.
Nice.
I
I'll
will,
move you over
I will
to Dalmir.
I will push Reed away.
Read.
I wanna sit him down. I wanna tell him to tell me all about his adventures.
I shall greet my siblings with open arms.
Yes. You and Ulfgar both interact with your siblings.
I'll give
Shake
I'll
Robert's
give-
hand.
I'll give each of the siblings a hug.
Mhm.
I shake their hands as well. I'll be like, how the devil are you?
They're like, oh yes, not bad. How are you, Reed?
Very good. Have they met me before?
Yeah, you went to the house a few
I
times.
thought they hadn't. Yeah, very good, very good. I thought there were more of you coming. No, Tristan invited you.
No. What are you on
all the
about?
family to come.
He only invited the three of us. Not too sure why, but thank you, old boy.
Oh, that is awkward.
Much appreciated.
I figured you guys could get out of Belterel a little bit, you know? Come to a bit of a fancy party. See how your older brother's doing.
Eleanor seems like super excited, and she's like, "Yep, my plan is to integrate myself into upper class society and therefore get rich."
You know, actually, I've got a pretty there's a noble guy who used to employ us who you could get on well with.
Cool. Do introduce.
Pretty sure he's single. What's his name, Patrick?
Oh, the guy on the right.
No. No. What's his face? Our original employer. Whose name I can't
Our
remember.
original employer.
Yeah.
Emmerich.
Emmerich. Yeah. Is Emmerich here?
You have a glance around. No sign of Emmerich.
Although he doesn't seem to be here, which is interesting. Maybe he'll turn up later.
Perhaps. She says, "Well, is there anyone else you know who you can introduce me to?"
I look over at the Sworn Swords. I'm kind of like, do you like paladins?
I mean,
I don't. You're kind of going for upper society, not adventurers, right?
yeah, I'm not going to like marry these people. I'm just trying to integrate myself into their circles, you know.
Oh right, okay. You don't want the Sworn Swords then. They're just another adventuring company. But I'll have you know, Eleanor, that the Blades of Drrust are well renowned through Waterdeep now. So you know. You're already on pretty good standing. I shall introduce you to the first, what's it called?
Lord Mayor?
The First Lord?
The Open Lord?
The Open Lord, yes.
She has not arrived yet.
She's not arrived yet, but I'll introduce you. And, of course, to, yes.
Yes. Well, Dalmir, Ulfgar, you go over to Dalmir, give him a big hug. He's like, "Yes then, Ulfgar!" How's it going, man? He's like, allow me to introduce me to this guy. His name's Mert, and yeah, the guy's like, "Yes, Mert de la Salle, at your service." But yeah, Mert says, "Yes, I was the one who gave young Dalmir and young Bella here their first expedition up to Icewind Dale, where I believe they defeated some ice monsters or something. I don't really know." It's like, "Hey, we saved this winter wolf, and he blessed my axes," and he pulls out his axes, and each of them has like a cold sheen to it, some like frost drifting off the axe tips. Eventually, if there's no one else you guys would like to speak to, you can head on into dinner. Or actually, before dinner, the Open Lord will arrive, along with the Blackstaff. There they are on the map.
Ah, yes.
And actually, the Blackstaff will walk up to you guys, Tristan and Reed, and say,
I'll give her a little nod and a salute. Blackstaff.
Esther, what her name is? Like, what can we call her for short?
well, my name is Vajra, but you can call me V.
I just call her my Lady Blackstaff because that's kind of the point, right?
That is the point. Yes, but I don't mind. How goes the hunt? How goes the search for these Death Knights? That's when last I spoke to you, you were off to Elturel.
Well, it's not just Death Knights anymore. It's dragons as well. When we were in Elturel, it turned out that behind the attacks in the area it was a green dragon, which we have slain. We've also found the location of the 3 remaining dragons that we must take down. They're all carrying pieces of a sort of like a shard of 2 boxes of the Shadow King. So it seems like his own dimension or something.
You have another shard?
We do, yes.
Have you opened the box yet?
No.
Then you don't happen to have it on you, do you? Because I can take it right now and leave it with the other one, unless you'd like to keep it yourselves.
I'm pretty sure we do have it, don't we? Reed has it, right? Or do I have it?
I imagine Dalar would have pretty much everything, seeing as he's the
it's
one
in
with
the
the
bag.
holding.
Dalar, give me the bag. Dalar, give me the bag.
Oh, yes, sir.
Only when you say please.
Please
The
give me the
daylight,
bag,
back,
Dalar.
by the way.
please.
I'll ruffle through the bag and pull out the box of the Shadow King.
Just I'll go and put this with the other one immediately. Excellent work, by the way. As for the dragons, you say you know the location of the other three?
Yes, Hundar, Onofar, are the red and blue dragons, and then there's a black dragon up north, which we don't know the name of.
Well, I've heard of Hundar. He is a mighty dragon, so they say. The mightiest, to be specific.
Yes.
Not heard of the other two.
Olofnar is a blue dragon. Apparently, well, we believe he may be behind the trouble up north. You see, between Neverwinter and what's the other one called?
Luskan.
Because the map we found located him there, and the green dragon did turn into a human to attempt to confuse us. So we fear that he may be up north causing trouble. So we're
scaly bastard.
Well, then it seems your next quest is obvious. But I suppose there's no rush at the moment. You can take your time.
Yes, I'm currently researching our next move.
Excellent. At this point, there'll be a little. Have I got a spoon?
Have we met the Blackstaff since Louisa died?
Yes, you have.
Okay, we have. Okay.
Yeah. It was like a bit after that you last saw her. There'll be a speech where Lyra will finally step up. Everybody, of course, immediately comes to a silence as she goes up to speak. Welcome, friends and allies from distant lands, to this most momentous of evenings. The turn of the century is upon us. A century of growth and prosperity here in the city of Waterdeep has just passed, and for this I thank all of you. All of you are here today because, in one way or another, you have helped this city rise to become the largest and most influential city in the Lord's Alliance, and arguably the entire Sword Coast. And while some of you may find it strange that we have asked the adventurers in the crowd to come dressed for the job, this is not only to show the other members of the party who our brave adventurers are, but also as a deterrent to those who might wish to disrupt tonight's festivities. Anyway, now that I have arrived, let us all take our places at the table and eat. I'm sure many of you are hungry. As per your requests, we have prepared specially made meals for each and every one of you, so please sit and enjoy. And you see, it's one of those layouts where everybody has like a specific seat. You've got a little name tag next to it. You guys are actually seated in a place of great honor, not far away from the end of the table where the Open Lord herself sits. In fact, Tristan, you are seated but 3 seats away from her.
Damn,
so
that's impressive.
The seat between yourself and Mert is empty.
Oh,
for me, that seat's for me.
Actually, read it. Actually, it says Elia on the little name tag, but she is not. She's not here.
I'll glance a little bit. Kind of like, bit upset. But he doesn't show it. Bit disappointed, shall we say?
Yeah. It's the only empty seat at the table, aside from another 3 seats like way down the far end. But if I can get you guys to all roll a d20 for me, please.
Who am I sitting next to?
Oof.
Just members of the party, unless you'd like to be sitting next to a randomer.
No.
Sit next to me, bro.
But which one? Yeah. Go on then, I'll sit next to Reed.
Yeah. Well, let's make the layout. We'll say the Open Lord would be down the end. You've got what's the name? Blackstaff there. Mert would be there. There'd be a little gap, and then Tristan. But then the rest of you can sort of fill in around there as you please.
We roll a d20, did you say, or was that? We're not doing that now.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, you can sit there.
Where are my siblings going, Paddy?
They'd probably be like way down the end.
Yeah,
I'm
way down.
closer to the head of the table and Tristan would get wrecked.
Yeah, your siblings would be like, unlike the further ends of the table would be like the guest area rather than like the Reed's not even the side chair.
Standard
Yeah, just standard there.
security, mate. I'm the assistant manager.
Patrick, whilst we're all sitting down, I'm a little bit. Can I just do a quick, divine sense, sort of?
Sure.
Because she's talking about deterrence,
Yeah, you do a quick divine sense. Don't detect any evil or undead or fiends or anything of that sort.
Look around and see
Poison.
if anyone looks suspicious.
Sure, make an insight check. 22.
Damn, nice.
You gather a few of these people are probably less savory than their outward appearances would suggest, but nobody looks evil per se. I mean, it's difficult to tell from glances, of course. Yeah.
I just want to keep an eye out.
Yeah, no, it's good to know that you are keeping an eye out. I will remember that. But if I can ask, you know what? We'll just go in this order. Dalar, can I get your drink, starter, main, side dish, and dessert?
Ooh.
Wait, the entire thing.
Yeah.
When you said meal, I was just thinking. Okay, for drink,
What would Dalar have for all of these meals?
I'll have a fine red wine.
Ooh, lovely.
Nice.
For starter, I'll have buttermilk chicken goujons. No, I'm just kidding.
About that.
I'll have
Barbecue
onion
chicken wings?
soup. I can't think of any other like starters.
Yeah, onion
The
soup
main, I'll
works.
have, I guess, like steak or whatever.
Nice.
And then, does ice cream exist in this world?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll have ice cream for dessert.
Nice. Excellent. Who was next? Tristan, what's your dream meal? Or what's Tristan's dream meal?
Oh, well, he doesn't drink alcohol, so let's say some variation of fruit. Some like, oh, I don't know.
For his drink?
Yeah, fruit juice. Some variation of fruit juice. Like,
Just put
maybe-
an apple in front of you.
he's got a sweet spot for fresh.
This is the apple.
Only the freshest of orange juice, Tristan. You know, some sweet, succulent oranges. Keep scurvy away.
A bit of OJ.
Yeah.
For,
And he'll have for the starter. Is garlic bread an option?
Of course it is.
I will have some garlic bread for my starter.
Cool.
And then for my main, I will have, I think, a nice sort of homely steak pie.
What was that noise?
That's my think. It's my spider noise. Yeah, a nice homely steak
Nervy.
pie, Patrick, with a side of sweet potatoes and some veg.
Cool.
And then for dessert,
Yeah.
I would like a nice chocolate gatto.
Chalky gats.
Entire chocolate
An
gatto.
entire chocolate gatto. Not an entire one, but a nice slice. Generous slice of chocolate gatto.
Reed. Your meal,
Hello?
good sir.
Like, for my starter, I'd like, cooked snails.
What drink first of all?
I'd like
yeah.
like a pina colada
Snail juice.
Nice.
with cooked snails for the starter.
Yep.
And for dinner, I want to go for something a bit different, something I can't cook at home, and I've
Yep.
been struggling to get a hold of, like with the resources we have. So I'd like just ham and cheese croissants.
Yes.
And
Ham
for
and
dessert,
cheese.
I think we know what I want.
Oh shit! Fuck! What is it? Tiramisu. Yeah, tiramisu. It's gotta be.
I want some tiramisu. Masu. Yeah, I'm good.
Sank.
I'll
What are you
have
drinking to start with?
Tea. I
Tea.
don't want to drink
Nice.
alcohol
Yeah.
because I don't trust this
Yeah.
party.
I guess. Yeah. Would it be like a flavored tea or just normal tea?
I guess like some kind of herbal tea. I don't know.
Yeah. Herbal
Don't know
tea
what they've got.
is good.
Then for starter, I'll have cucumber soup.
Nice.
Why not?
Cucumber soup. This sounds exactly what Sang would have. Just, yeah.
Then for the main, I'll just have some like mixed stir-fried meat and vegetables.
Oh, I assumed you'd be a vegetarian, but
Nah.
okay,
It's
so
more of like a rare thing, but you know, don't have it
Yeah.
too often. Like this is a fancy party, so why not?
and then for dessert.
I'm gonna have some more cucumber soup. It washed down the other food, you know.
Cucumber
For
soup.
dessert.
Cucumber soup is just water in water. That's all it is.
Turn it into an ice lolly.
So you've had for your drink,
cucumber
you've
ice
had water.
lollies.
For your starter, you've had water. For your main, you've had a stir fry, and for your dessert, you've had more water.
Can I have it, like Sean said, can I have iced cucumber soup as a dessert then?
Yep. Just it's just cold instead of hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Make an insight check.
Me?
Yeah. By the time it gets to the dessert course, everyone thinks you're well weird. Rogar. Rogie Rogues.
Can I have exactly the same as what Reed had? To a T.
Makes it nice and just go every time. Because I guess you guys would have sent this off like prior to the event. You would have just seen what Reed was writing and then just copied him.
Yeah.
So a pina colada, cooked snails, ham and cheese croissants, and tiramisu.
Can I notice what?
Well, yeah, I think the pina coladas both come, and then you'd be like, oh, we've both got the same drink.
When we're ordering, can I notice that he's looking at copying my answers?
This would have been prior to the event, but I would say make a perception check.
All right. I want it. Less perception then. 16.
Make a stealth check. We'll see.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. That makes sense.
You want me to make my spell?
Yes, please, Rogar. Ooh, you definitely got spotted.
Oh,
I spotted him. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Can I change my order?
I mean, he would be spying on you changing your order.
I'll like slip it to the side to the waiter. Be like,
Okay,
"What do you
so
want
the
this
first
time?"
one is actually what Rogar gets, but you changed your order last without
Yeah,
Rogar
yeah.
knowing. Alright, so
Yeah.
what's your new order?
Well, for my starter, I just want onion and leek soup.
That's pretty wholesome. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, for the main, I want something called korg hog, which is like a Mongolian traditional barbecue dish.
Cool. What drink, sorry, as well?
Oh shit, what's that one Raj has in Big Bang Theory? Just a mojito, I think.
It's like a Bloody Mary or something? Yeah, mojito.
Something like that. I want that. And
Okay, we'll go
dessert,
with mojito.
I want tiramisu.
Yeah, you gotta still have tiramisu.
Yeah.
And then yeah, as soon as the drinks come, you've got different drinks. You're like, bro, what's going on here?
And I'm gonna make it out as if the waiter's got my order wrong. Like, this isn't what I ordered. This isn't what I ordered. I'm gonna look
Like,
to Rogar. You've got my meal.
We are so sorry, monsieur. We can go and make something new right now. What would you like?
It's fine. It's fine. I just want a full refund. That's it.
You weren't paying for this anyway. It was all paid
Full
for.
refund. Full refund.
Lyrol, who is close enough to see, just makes some illusory money and says, "Here is your 0 gold refund."
Well, I want a free refund and a voucher to come back here and eat for free.
I'm just looking over like, oh my god.
Next time we have one of these events where you would come here and eat for free anyway, sure, have a voucher. She makes another illusory
Plus one
voucher.
as well.
Yeah, she adds +1 onto the. Again, it's just an illusion. Absolutely,
Alright,
just.
I'm happy. I'm very sorry about all of this.
I'm
Rogar.
just shaking my head and going,
It's
oh
alright.
lord.
Last but not least, Ulfgar, what is your dream meal? I mean, I'm guessing a roast, but
Yeah, right. To drink, I'll have an
Yes.
ale.
Mhm.
For starter, I'll have a prawn cocktail.
ooh, a classic starter.
A classic starter.
Just a
For my-
singular prawn cocktail.
Obviously, for my main, I'm having a roast. I'm having a chicken roast.
Yep,
With
roast
all the
chicken.
fucking everything on it, like roast potatoes, mashed potatoes, even because I know we had that.
Yes.
We got. We're
Gotta
gonna
have some mash.
And then for pudding, I'll have a sticky toffee pudding.
Nice.
Solid.
Very
Good
solid.
choice. Good choice.
Thank you.
Is it a Sunday though? It's every day is Sunday.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
They have different days in this world. It would be the end of the week. It'd be the last day of the week.
Yes!
Whatever their version of a Sunday is, it is that day.
I think everyone should just cancel their fucking orders, and you should all get roasts.
Yeah.
Can I cancel my order and get a roast and copy Connor?
Who do you say this to?
I'll just say it out in the air.
I'm just sitting there at this point.
Ulfgar and Tristan, you guys see like the two waiters behind where Rogar is sat, just like look at each other like, "Are you gonna do it?" And like one's just like shakes his head, and the other guy shakes his head as well. Like no one wants to go do it.
I'm just sat there like with my hand like in my temples, like rubbing it, like oh my god.
Tristan's getting one of his headaches.
Yeah, but eventually someone's just like, "Fine, we'll go get you a roast." So a roast.
I
is
want a
probably
roast now.
a little bit later, and you can absolutely have a roast as well. These
I
are.
feel left
No one
out.
heard this voice, or was it just me?
I'm just
Voice?
I'm just there like
Yeah. Just sighing. Sang, make a perception check. Seeing as you said, I'm gonna look out for stuff.
oof.
Never mind.
Your food's just
I've
too
been too
good.
distracted by this whole exchange about roasts.
Yeah, it's there's a lot going on for sure, and you don't clock it at first. So yeah, you guys have your meal, and afterwards the tables are all moved and the room is cleaned, all done incredibly quickly through magic, of course. And then the ballroom is ready for dancing.
I think with a few drinks in him, you get down and boogie.
Well, we're now moving to the bottom screen of the two screens. The dancing gets well underway. What do you guys do? Do you get involved in the dancing? Do you pick up a partner,
Yes.
or do you stay off to the side? You do. Okay.
I like to say that all of the Waters children are gathered. we're all gathered in like
Gathered?
a little group. Yeah, we're in a little group, just like off to the
Yeah.
side of the dance floor.
Can I?
But not dancing.
Can I?
Not yet. Well, I'm sure Eleanor probably will try.
Okay, so I've got Ulfgar dancing.
I
I'm
want to
dancing.
stand
Can
on
I
the
be dancing
balcony.
with Dalmir?
You can go up to Dalmir.
Yeah.
We wanna. And I want to be like, let's. I was like, now it's time, and we go into the middle of the dance floor and we recreate the whole dance scene from White Chicks.
I've not
Song
seen it, so I don't know. But,
What?
you absolutely can do that.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Kiss me so hard, makes me say, "Oh my lord, thank you for kissing." And it's a massive dance. And at the end of it, Dalmir puts his hands down and he goes to give me a backflip. And so I step on his hand and I do a backflip.
In plate armor.
Make an acrobatics check for me. Oh wait, I'll probably have to do it for you.
Yeah,
but-
someone did it for me. Wait, maybe I can. Maybe let's check the app. Let's see the app.
Yeah,
works.
we dancing
I
together.
just
see if you can do acrobatics for me.
I just like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
idea of this really heavy dwarf in plate armor trying to do a backflip.
Hey man, so, the roll of the dice will tell.
What do I need to get to do it?
I would say at least a 16.
Ooh.
And you don't have any pluses, I don't think.
Ah, fuck you, bro. Okay, right. Abilities and skills. That was gonna.
I mean, depending on what you roll, depends on how badly you'll fail. You might like sort of pull it off, sort of not. There's a
acrobatics.
middle.
Yeah. I've got a +1 to acrobatics.
Oh yeah.
Really?
So you need a 15 on the dice.
Never mind.
As you go to do this backflip, you get about halfway through the flip, and then just go straight down.
Wait, hang on, let me simulate the noise. Hang on. Hang on.
Throws his chainmail across the room.
I was very quiet.
I was
It was
trying.
good.
I was trying.
That's
Okay.
It's like
It's all
it
good.
sounded like you bounced.
Ah.
Did it a third time. Did it a third time.
You attempt a second time, actually like kind of like really hurt your neck on that one.
Maybe the second time you knock yourself unconscious, and the third one is just in your dreams. Like you
Perfect. Yeah. You succeeded in your
You guys
dreams.
see me fucking land that? Nice, right?
But Dalmir will wake you with like a, I've got. You're like, I did it. You wake up and realize you didn't. But But Dalmo will actually pull you off to the side after that's done. You get like a complimentary. Yeah, well done for trying. They're dwarves. What do we expect?
I'm.
But, hold on. Yeah, Grando will pull you off to the side. Ulfgar and say, by the way, that first of all, that went great. Well done.
Thank you.
I'm sure, next time, I'm very sure you'll land the backflip. But I was been meaning to tell you, I've had a letter from Granda and Thelmir. Apparently tensions are a little bit high back home between House Tauren and House Mingrad. Or Mingrad, sorry. That's the house that my girlfriend's a part of. So I think after this is all done, I'm going to head back home and try and sort things out. It's nothing that I need you for or anything. I just wanted to let you know that I'll be heading home.
Oh, no way. I mean, if you need me for anything, just let me know, okay?
Of course. Well, Thelmir can message you anytime. So,
Perfect.
But fingers crossed, I'll be able to sort this out myself.
I'm sure you've got it.
He says, just want to say, man, thank you for being a great brother. I wouldn't be here without you, and even just doing my one quest was fun. So
I'm like,
thanks.
stop it, you're gonna make me cry.
Gives you a big hug. Yeah, Tristan.
None of the Waters kids are particular dancers. Well,
Okay.
maybe Eleanor, but
Yeah, well, I think Eleanor at this point would have established herself in some sort of group and would be laughing along politely to the terrible jokes.
Oh, I was gonna go introduce her to Lyril.
Yeah. Oh, you can absolutely do that.
Yeah,
if you...
so I'd turn to my brothers and I'd be like, fancy an introduction to the Open Lord?
Sure, yes.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll walk over to Eleanor's sort of group and I'll kind of politely just kind of intercede myself in the conversation and be like, "Oh, sister dearest, I'm gonna give you an introduction now, if you want."
Nice.
Offer her my hand.
Yep,
Just
she'll
like,
take
okay,
it.
All right, cool. And I'll walk them over to Lyril. All right.
Excellent. And yeah, they just, I guess, get chatting about.
Yeah, I sort of bow to Lyril. I'll introduce. Sort of. Thanks, Michael. Very cool.
Sang off in the background.
Yeah, I'll bow to Lyril and be like, my lady, may I introduce my siblings to you?
Pleasure to meet you all. And they all like bow in turn.
Yeah. I introduced, it's Eleanor, Robert, and Alistair. I just meant to inquire as well, my lady. I don't suppose you know where Elia is, do you?
She just like nods like very knowingly. She's like, she'll be here. Don't worry. She's messaged ahead. I'm glad you've all come prepared. That's all I will say. And she says, so Lady Eleanor, and like takes her off. And Eleanor seems like very, very smitten.
Yeah, I'll turn to my brothers, and I'll be like, all right, lads, keep an eye out. Something's going on.
They nod. We're like, we guessed when we were told to dress like this. Because they've all come in their armor as well.
Right. So let's all three of the brothers stick together. I think.
Yeah.
And I'll just turn to them and be like, is Eleanor armed by any chance?
Asking who?
The boys.
Oh, they say, no, she's not a warrior of any kind.
Well, you didn't even give her a dagger?
I mean, Robert's like, she can have one of mine. Pulls out like 4.
Go and give her a dagger.
Why? Look, we've got mages of of important magnitude around us.
Yeah.
We can't be hurt here.
If the open lady of Waterdeep is telling us to get ready for a fight, I'd rather our little sister wasn't running around unprotected.
Fine, I'll go and give her a dagger.
Thank you, brother.
Heads off.
I'll put in a good word for you with Mother.
She won a top hat.
Well, I was about to say, Reed, while they're doing this, and you're about to walk over and interject.
I was dancing.
Oh, you were dancing. First of all, make a performance check. See how well you dance.
I wanted to do like an Irish dance, like from leg to leg, switching it up. And then I like Rogar I like to like put one foot in Rogar's hands, and he lifts me up, and I do like a big flip,
Oh yeah, go on then. Make an acrobatics check and a performance check, which you're both good at. So so I reckon it'll be fine.
Thank you.
That one.
Well, it's halfling reroll, so
Oh,
20, it's
yeah,
actually a
definitely.
23 and a 29.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as per, Reed absolutely knocks it out of the park with his dancing.
Could Rogar be
Vigorous
super
applause.
strong and like lift me so high I hit the top chandelier?
Nah,
The
I
chandelier?
don't.
You don't want to do that. Okay. Good to know. I was about to make you roll for it, but no, you can just throw him a reasonable distance.
No,
I
I'll
get
throw you
everybody-
higher.
Can I get everybody at the ball to like link hands and like we put really fast rate music, like violin music on, and we all like dance and run in a circle?
You
Give it
can.
conga line.
You are about to suggest it, Reed. When when looking through the crowd, you notice 3 figures at the top of the stairs.
Uh-oh.
Any guesses who those 3 figures might be?
3 figures. Who do we know?
Is it Reed's dad, his brother,
What do they
and
look
his
like?
Is he
sister?
small or tall?
Like
They look
dragons.
like this.
Uh-oh. It's
Look like
Reed's,
what?
it's Reed's
Where?
family.
That's my
On
plan.
the
Yeah,
map.
your family has arrived, including your father, who is just staring at you, cold eyes, just
Oh.
that same stern expression you were used to growing up
You
with.
look so evil.
What a nice guy.
Can I throw a cup at his head?
you would have been off. You would have been off with Dalmir at this point. This is when everyone's sort of off doing their own.
I was gonna say if I saw it, I was like, just from like the side. He's like staring Reed intensely. Just the cup is smacked in the side of the head. Boom.
He will. Sikra will look at you, Reed, and gesture with his eyes for you to follow him.
They've already seen me at this point, right?
Yes, you were out in the middle of the dance floor dancing. It was very easy for them to spot you.
Especially when you're thrown in the air.
Yeah. You're literally you were
Really?
absolutely the center of attention, and they spotted you as they entered.
Okay. Well, I'll go to the side then. Be like, what the hell is going on?
You go out onto the balcony with your dad?
Oh, it was my dad. Okay.
Yes.
Do I notice this, by the way? Because I was also looking around.
You're also dying of some sort of poisoning, apparently, when you were coughing. So I'll say make a perception check.
Can I message Dayla and tell him?
You can absolutely do that.
Dad is
I actually
here.
mean
My dad's here.
Possibly.
The boys. Get the boys. Some shit's gonna kick off
Yeah.
soon.
On a 13, you do not see him.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
too small.
Oh,
Yeah,
and I'll
pretty
say
much.
head into the balcony to have a chat with him. So
Mhm.
Dayla
I
knows
message like everyone else and just get everyone like make sure everyone knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Yes. I will.
But yeah, during that time, you see as well, like Simeon and Fauna are obviously here as well. There seem to be a number of halfling sort of guards. Like everyone, pretty much every nobleman here has guards, so it's not like that's a weird thing by any means. But there are a few, a few people here as well. But it's just you and your father that step out onto the balcony. There's a Reed.
Daddy.
Did you say daddy?
Yeah.
Kind of cut out. That was impressive work you did down in Hardbuckler. Truly.
Yeah. Well, not impressive enough. Clearly. Supposed to be out of action for months.
Are you happy with yourself?
Not quite. I guess I'll take what you did anyway. It's still funny just to see the shock on your face, not knowing what happened.
Well, you should know. You haven't done a thing to me. All your damage will be repaired within a month. And if you try to come for me again, I will be ready. And you won't like where it is. Consider this your only warning.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
Thanks for the warning. How's brother and sis?
They're doing well. Fauna was a little more difficult to persuade, but I won her over. Do you know, your attack may just have been the best thing that could have happened to me. It was the wake-up call I needed, if you will. For once, and he puts his hand on your shoulder, you actually did something right.
What do you
He
mean?
just
Well done, Rogar. I mean,
he just smiles and turns and heads back in and says, "I've said my piece." Just, yeah, heads back in.
Can I just, whilst he's walking away, I'll say, if you lay a finger on my brother or sis or anyone I know, it's war.
War. I look forward to it. If you forced my hand, I don't want to hurt anyone, but if you come at me again, he just shrugs. Heads off.
So be it. My balls are sweating right now.
Yeah, it'd be around this time that like Sang and whoever else was going to come would arrive.
I was gonna say I follow up with my boys, with my brothers.
Yeah. Pretty much everybody rocks up, but as you can see, there's no fight going on here. Sikra is already leaving.
Is Simeon like looking at Tristan like? I know you.
This whole time, Simeon has been stood like I'd say about 20 feet away from your father. Never any closer or never any further. He's always like keeping that sort of close enough distance that he could jump in if things would go south. But like, yeah.
In that case, if I see that he's already walked off and nothing's happened, I'm not going to go over with the others.
Yeah.
I'll still like hang around watching.
I'll say make an insight check, Reed, and whoever else is proficient in insight.
I'm actually proficient in insight. 19.
Quite a lot of us.
Wow, yeah, quite a lot. Well, I'll say all three of you, all four, can definitely tell just by looking at Fauna that she is not okay. She's like putting on a brave face, but something is like amiss. She is not as like happy as when last you saw her, for sure.
Didn't she leave? Like
she said she was with Simeon when last you left her. Reed left her in Simeon's care, and she said, "Don't worry, I'll be fine." And I mean, there's no like, or at least as far as you can tell, there's no wounds on her or anything like that. It's not like she's been hurt, but yeah, she definitely looks pretty sad.
Let's say, we don't know. Never mind. I go speak to her. I'll message her.
Yeah, you can go over and speak. I mean, you're at like a party. Everyone's going around speaking to everyone. It's not like they can stop you.
Yeah. Is she on her own?
With guards, but like on her own.
Alright, can I go speak to her? I'll be like, sis,
She's like,
what's going on?
Hi, Reed.
What's Dad doing here?
He's just come to say hello to you.
What happened after I left? They hurt you?
No. I'm fine. Really, I'm fine. Just
Seem different.
Just
They hurt you?
No. Don't attack Father. Please, just don't do it. You won't win.
Why didn't you leave? You said you were gonna leave.
She like glances around a minute, says, "I tried. I was going to. He stopped me."
Fuck. Now's the time. If you want to make a break for it, Waterdeep's the place to run off and hide.
She like actually clutches your arm at this point and says, "No, please. I'm fine. Just leave it. Just don't go near him."
Can I walk up behind Reed at this point?
Sure.
Put my hand on his shoulder and just be like, Reed.
Yeah?
She's terrified. Leave her be for a bit.
She's like, I'm fine. And she's like, I'm just gonna go dance. And then she like heads off and.
I'll
It's all like panicked, like wee.
Whilst I'm there, I'll just kind of like turn and look at Simeon. And
yeah,
like,
who again is just sort of off in the corner, like, you know, arms crossed, just leaning against the wall, just surveying the area.
Yeah,
What is the guy's house that we burned down again?
His dad's.
Sikarus, his dad's.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll just kind of glance at Simeon and just kind of like, just be like, oh.
Like what? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just kind of gonna glance over at him. Does he notice or?
We'll see. I mean, if you look in for long enough, he will eventually notice.
No, I'll just kind of take a look at him. He doesn't seem like he's
there for 5
he doesn't
minutes
seem
staring
like,
at him.
just making sure he's not a threat or anything like that.
I mean, he seems to be looking out for threats.
Oh,
Like,
right.
like you've done it enough to know that he's on watch, he's on guard, mainly looking at like Reed and his associates. like he's expecting you guys to be the ones to do something, and he's on high alert.
All right. Okay, I'll turn to Reed at this point.
Made them very paranoid considering.
I mean,
It
yeah,
wasn't really a
the
big
stuff
threat for us.
the stuff that we did is pretty like, you know. I'll just turn to Reed at this point and be like, "What did your dad say?"
Ask my dad. Nah, I'll just be like, no, just warned me that if we do anything else,
You're not planning to do anything.
we'll be sorry.
You're not planning to do anything stupid, are you?
I don't know. It's just she's clearly in. She needs help, but I don't know what to do.
Reed, the last
Think
time
about it.
you attempted to help, just remember this. It seems to have gone a lot worse.
Yeah, but that wasn't our fault. That was a lizard folk guy that let the team down.
Yes. But...
Everything went to plan. It was sick, wasn't it? You got to admit, it was sick.
Well, I'll look over at his brother and I'm like, well, we definitely hoodwinked your brother, so.
Yeah.
At this point, I'll just give Reed a pat on the shoulder and I'll just be like, just don't do anything rash.
Sure thing.
We
You know me, man. When have I ever done anything rash? Come on.
Well, burning your father's
Come on.
house down was kind of rash. Not gonna lie.
I'll burn your father's house. Don't know. Oh, sorry.
Wow, thanks, Reed. Much appreciated. That's too soon.
Instant.
That's too soon.
Yeah, I know. You set me
Hey,
up
what it
for
is,
so-
Patrick? It's like how
Yeah.
many weeks? It's been like a month since I found out my dad.
It's probably been like
It's
a couple
Tristan's
months,
mum
2 or 3
there.
months. No, Tristan's mum is not there.
Tristan's-
Yeah,
Oh,
but come on, you
Tristan's-
know what Tristan's
Tristan's
like.
siblings.
Tristan gets PTSD from this sort of thing.
oh,
Anyway,
But
yeah.
yes,
I'll just wander
um,
over to Simeon. I'll just pass by Simeon and I'll be like, if it does make you feel better, the Court of Bane were being hunted.
he just sort of chuckles to himself without even really looking at you, just like, I won't be fooled twice.
Well,
and you just like,
hopefully
and
it
he'll then look straight up at you.
Well, hopefully it won't have to happen a second time. But to be fair, I didn't plan on being killed by a bunch of angry halflings in a tunnel.
Says, in my defense, you came at us, that not me.
Well, I'm going to try and not make it a habit. Anyway.
Well, yes, I hope you stick to that.
Well, have a good evening.
You just before you like as you're wandering off, he just says, "My father is a reasonable man, if you're willing to accept his terms.
Yeah,
We've no reason to go to war with one another. From what I've heard, after we've done our research, you tend to have a bit of sway in your group. Make sure they don't do anything stupid."
I'll turn and look at him, and again, I'll kind of be like, I'll shrug, and I'll be like, I'll do my best.
Taking this very seriously. I just thought we were just having some fun.
He just nods.
I mean, they're a criminal underground, you know. I'll kind of ponder that for a minute, and I'll kind of, can I see Reed's dad anywhere?
Reed's
How do
dad
you know,
is
Michael?
off.
My
Sorry.
dad knows the Hobfather. That's how
Who's Michael?
dope these guys are in the gangster universe.
Yeah, your Sikora is currently off mingling with the other sort of the other high-ranking people, upper-class people.
Alright, I'll wander
He
on.
seems to be like he seems to get on with them very well, very easily. Like they're all laughing at his jokes, and yeah, he's
I'll wander over.
a natural.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just intercede myself into the group
Mhm.
and catch his
I'm
eye.
gonna. Can I see this?
Tristan, as you're about to go over that way, make a perception check for me.
God. See if Tristan's eyesight's any good today. Nope. Tristan's eyesight is not good today.
Never mind. We'll say Reed, because you were in the same area. Make a perception check. 11. Reed, you do in fact turn and see, coming down the same steps that your family recently just came down, Elia has arrived.
Oh. Message Tristan and let him know.
We'll say this, Tristan. This is right as you go up to the group.
Just turns
Yeah.
around and walks off.
Well, I mean, yeah, I kind of turn around and I see her, and I kind of like anything else just leaves my mind. Tristan's mind
He
is
just
just
runs across the.
I'm not.
One of,
Can we
one
stop?
of the people in that circle is like, yes, can we help you, good sir?
Hold that thought, and I'll turn, and I'll start walking towards Elia.
One of them go like, Godly people, paladins. Am I right?
I divine
They
smite
all-
on the ass.
They all do the ha 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 ha. Upper class laughter. Upper class laughter.
I mean, technically, I am upper class now. I am a knight.
What? Chill
Yeah,
out.
I guess. I mean, you don't own any lands.
No, I don't. True.
That's where I'm upper class, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll make my way towards Elia.
Before we get to that, though, Reed, you were going to do something, maybe?
Yeah, I want to speak to my dad again.
So, as he's in this conversation, you can head over and do whatever you want.
We're like, listen, Dad. You're a man of business.
He says, excuse me, gentlemen, this is my son, Reed Thorngage. As you will all know, a respected adventurer here. And they all say, oh, yes, well, we know of him. Well done, well done.
Yeah, I'm one of the kind.
Yeah, he seems like he doesn't want to leave this. He doesn't want to leave this circle particularly.
I do a gang sign with a B and a T, and that'll be like Blades of Drrust thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Blades of Drrust forever. Anyway, I'm gonna be like, no, Dad, I gotta speak to you.
Excuse me, gentlemen. And he'll step off to the side with you.
Listen, we're a man of business. I'm an aspiring man of business. Let's come to an agreement. I want my sister to leave Hardbuckler and live whatever life she wants to live. What would you do? What would you want for that? What can I give you?
First of all, you can give me an apology for all the damage you've caused. You can repay the damage in full. And then a simple favor.
What damage did we cause?
Well, a number of artifacts were stolen from my party. The house was burned down, including everything within there, unless you stole a good amount of that, which I assume you did. If you didn't, you'd be a fool. And you're my son,
How do
so
you
you're
know
not that
that
much
we
of a
had
fool.
any involvement with that? How do you know that? Things were stolen by us.
Because
The house was burnt down.
Yeah.
No, I
Yes,
want to
sir.
hear from his mouth.
Wait, no,
Your
Rogar
friend
knows
was,
that, Rogar teleported.
He said, yeah, you gesture over to Rogar and say, your friend over there was, well, very informative.
I'm just gonna look at him with Rogar with an intense stare. And be like, fucking guy.
But Rogar wasn't there, like, when we did all the stuff at the house, though.
You what?
Yeah, Rogar wasn't there when we burnt the house down, and that wasn't the plan.
Yeah,
you
you'd
wouldn't know
already
about that.
teleported with Reed's dad. And then
sure.
we went and did all that
All the
stuff.
stealing.
He would absolutely still know about it, though. In that case, he wouldn't look over at Rogar. He would simply say, I have my means. I have my spies. I have my eyes and ears everywhere, as you should well know.
Well, the damage I can't repay. I don't have the money. I don't have the.
From what I hear, you just killed a dragon. A dragon's horde must be easily enough to suffice paying me back.
I don't have any. I don't have any of that. It goes straight. We work at a really shit company where we don't make anything. So yeah, I can't repay the damages because that's it's not feasible. Can't do it. So instead, I could do the 2 out of those 3 options. You'll have a favor with me, and possibly Blades of Drrust.
Here's the thing, son. I know you too well. How do I know you'll keep your word? Something you're not particularly known for.
I mean, I'll keep my word so long as I'll stay in regular contact with Fauna and I know she's okay. As long as I know she's happy, I'll be with me and I'll fulfill my word. I work for an adventuring company. If we didn't hold our word, then we wouldn't have been got as far as we are, having a lovely dinner at this ball right now.
Says,
High end of society. Thanks,
very well then, Reed, you have a deal. Fauna can stay. She can stay here if you would like. She can stay here in Waterdeep with you when we leave, or she is free to go her own way. All I need from you is a single signature. And he pulls out just an empty bit of parchment, and Pulls out a quill and ink. Your signature, son.
Where am I signing?
Just anywhere on the paper.
What is it?
What is it?
Beautiful ink.
It just looks like a plain piece of parchment. No, there is no words on it. He simply needs a signature.
Fauna will for free.
Fauna is free to do as she wishes. All I need is your word and your signature that when the time comes, you will help me.
Sign it.
You sign it. Okay. He nods, rolls up the paper, puts it in his pocket, offers you his hand, says, I'm glad we could come to an arrangement on this. And truly, son, I am, at least to some extent, proud of the man you've become. The world has made you a little wiser, a little stronger, and hopefully that can come to the benefit of the family.
As Fauna's okay. Be it.
He nods. Says, if you'll excuse me, and he heads off.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Elia. Tristan, you
Yes.
make your way over to Elia. First of all, make an insight check. 22.
Yeah, boy.
Having a quick look at her. She looks well in herself, but there's something a little more distant about her, a little more sullen, almost as if like she's devoid of emotion. Not entirely, but yeah, something just seems less about her. But yeah, what do you do as you approach?
Well, has she noticed me?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So I don't notice any reaction of any kind. I'll just walk up to her. I'll be like, I'll just kind of give her a bow and say, "My lady," and like, can I offer her my hand?
She will take it and say, Tristan.
Can I kiss her hand?
She doesn't seem to really she doesn't seem to respond in any way to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
I'll say.
I'm glad you and your company have come tonight.
I kind of like tilt my head a little bit and I'll be like, "You look well, but the Shadowfell's affected you, hasn't it?"
Less the Shadowfell and more just the shadow itself. A lot has happened since last I spoke with you. Lots changed. First of all, I guess I should explain to you why I didn't die during the battle with Cryovane.
Yeah.
To explain that, we need to go back a little bit. A long time ago, I was born and raised in Candlekeep. On the night of my birth, a powerful wizard attacked the library, seeking a relic of the Shadow King. Our own wizards fought back, and during the chaos, the relic was destroyed. But the magic washed over the whole place, right as I came into the world, and for whatever reason it latched itself onto me. It's like it's been living inside me ever since. It was this shadow magic that pulled me back from the edge of death. However, the Raven Queen, who has been helping me through this, has a theory. That my magic actually comes from the Shadow King, and so long as he lives, I cannot die. However, each time I die, I give a little more of myself over to the Shadow. Even after dying once, I feel more distant from this world. And, well, the Raven Queen has helped me with this to some degree. I fear if I die too much, she just chuckles to herself. Well, we might have an unstoppable shadow monster on our hands. I might lose myself completely. I also need your help. In my search to learn more about my powers and where they come from, I discovered an old ruined fortress in the Shadowfell, a place of incredible power, bearing the mark of the Shadow King upon its doors. I entered alone, but felt the presence of evil was so strong I was forced to flee. When I was there, I felt something, like eyes watching me. and it seemed as if the eyes had been looking for me specifically. Ever since I returned from that place, I've been having dreams of darkness, whispering shadows calling me to them. A skull with red eyes, its head crowned by a number of glowing, multicolored lights. A new pale moon, quickly drenched in blood. I won't bore you too much with the details, but the dreams have been getting worse of late, until last night, when a voice spoke to me. It told me that the time of shadow had come, and that I should join them, or perish. Though I can't be sure, I fear that something might happen tonight. We need to go to this fortress in the Shadowfell. If something bad is about to happen, we need to be there to stop it. That's why I asked Lyril to ask any adventuring attendants to come prepared for battle. I wanted you all to be ready. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I know this is a lot to take in.
No. We've had our own encounters. I'm not surprised. To be honest, I knew something would be happening. We've already encountered the agents of the Shadow King on this plane. So, whatever assistance you require from me, my lady, it is given.
Well, these servants have certainly been busy, but something about my powers tells me tonight is important. I mean, of course, it's the turn of the century. It's about to be 1,500 DR, for God's sake.
It's the turn of the century, and all of the mighty and powerful of Waterdeep and the Lord's Alliance are centered in one place.
Yes, well, I've asked for them at least to be prepared, but as I say, hopefully we should deal with it all in the Shadowfell, which is where I'd like you and your company to join me.
Tonight?
It has to be. There is no other chance. If we leave it, I don't know what might happen, but that's why we have to go now.
Well,
An army will be too much, but together, I believe you and your company can help me. I can only take 8 people with me, though, so choose them wisely.
Well, you only need to ask me once. It was you who saved me in the in that pocket dimension, after all.
She chuckles to herself. Ah, yes, I remember.
Is she still wearing that the necklace I gave her?
Yes.
It was like my rank.
She is wearing like a whole new getup, but she does have the the insignia.
Yeah, because I've still got her necrotic thing, her necklace as well. Can I like?
I'll let you go and tell your companions, and you can choose whoever you will to accompany us.
Before I do that, can I like kind of just move like my right hand onto the neck, like my insignia, and just kind of like gently hold it in like the palm of my hand. I'll just be kind of like, so you've kept it then?
Of course, I wouldn't get rid of it. But she does seem to sort of shrink away a little.
Do I notice this?
Yeah.
I'll kind of like, there'll be like a brief flash of hurt across Tristan's face, kind of, as she shrinks away from him, and I'll just kind of
start sobbing.
and I'm just kind of like, Tristan's just kind of, he's a bit sort of. And before I do this, I just wanted to ask. You say you've lost parts of yourself to the shadow. I just want you to know that to me, you're still very much the same.
She kind of just forces a smile and says,
"But I understand that in the nature of these things, you may not feel the same way."
Well, there's a lot of uncertainty. Obviously, this Shadow King person needs to be dealt with, but because my power is tied to his.
If you die, he dies. Or
well, I don't know. That's kind of what I'm worried about. There's no certainty with any of this, which is all just guesses and hearsay.
Well,
anyway,
yeah.
I'm fine. Don't worry, and I'll lead you to the Shadow King. Hopefully we can finish this tonight. Whatever it is.
I'll just kind of give her a sort of like... Yeah, it's kind of like... It's a semi-sad but kind of like resigned sort of look.
Mhm.
And I'll kind of nod, and I'll be like, well... I'll do my best to not let you fall again.
She just nods, says, that would be nice. I'm going to go and speak with Lyril, but prepare whoever it is you're bringing with us.
Of course. Elliot.
The sooner we leave, the better. And she heads off to go speak with Lyril.
I'll just kind of like look at the stairs where she came down, kind of just look up, kind of raise my head a little bit, and just kind of sigh. Like, you can just... Yeah, you can just kind of... Yeah.
100%.
And I'll kind of like turn and walk towards where the most of the company are.
Yeah, so I'd say at this point, Reed would probably be heading back from his chat with Sikra after
Yeah.
signing.
I'm back.
I'll pull...
Everybody else would be... Yes,
I kind of like walk up to, like, alongside Reed. And I'll be like, right, we've got a job.
Okay.
And I'll just turn to him and I'll be like, right, we need to get the others.
Let's go.
I'll go and get the dwarves. You get
Message Dayla.
You message Dayla. Let's gather by my siblings, and I'll walk
I'll be
off,
like-
and I'll walk to Ulfgar, and I'll kind of like, Ulfgar. I'll pull Ulfgar over, and I'll be like, Ulfgar, we've got a job. The others are all.
And you want Dalmir as well?
Yeah,
Or...
bring Dalmir. But then before I do that, I also walk over to the Swift Swords.
Okay.
I nod to Arthedan. I'll be like, Arthedan,
Tristan?
pleasure as always, I'm sure.
Yes, I saw you earlier. Saw you didn't come and say hello. And you just saw he's like, then he just like immediately like just like gives you a really hard like shoulder barge and says, "Just kidding, old boy."
Sorry, I got a bit distracted. It's been
Of
a
course,
while
of course.
since all of the family's been in one place, you know.
Yes, bit of a weird one tonight, but
Yes, we have.
it's going okay.
We have a job, if you're interested.
Very well. Bearing in mind, Elliot did say she can only
Yeah,
take
we
8
can
people.
we can only take 8 people, but a couple of members of your company may be suited to it.
What is the task? This seems a little odd.
Have to go into the Shadowfell.
Well,
You remember
We're
that?
here-
You remember that Death Knight?
I can't forget it. It was the one foe I've ever met that I couldn't face.
Yeah, it's to do with that.
Ah.
I don't know how
Well,
I don't know how up to date you are on sort of goings on in the Sword Coast with regards to all the attacks, but they're all linked.
Yes, we heard a little of that.
Yes.
Personally, we've been staying up in the north. Where you guys stay here down in Waterdeep, our home is in Silvery Moon. We only came down here thanks to our previous work with Elia when we returned that dragon's egg.
Yes.
Earlier this year.
It's to do with Elia as well.
Yeah. Well, if you need us, we are here.
You may be interested. So.
Just let us know.
Oh yeah, we're all having a chat in a minute, where I'll explain. So if you want to come on over, come on over.
Yeah. Is it just Arthur now?
No, I'd say Percy probably want to be involved in this as well.
Okay. Says, Oi, Percy, come on. And he heads over.
Alright, I'm gonna, like, gather around everyone.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to gather in the middle of the ballroom.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot going on in this ballroom. There's many different crowds of chatting people, so you don't stand out.
So,
or
it'll be
anything.
me and the two, Alistair and Robert. Eleanor's doing whatever she's doing. And then,
Yep.
yeah, the adventurers and the Blades of Drrust
Yeah.
and stuff, yeah.
Everyone is here.
Alright. Alright. Okay, my friends. We've got a job tonight. And it's all linked to this Shadow King business. Elia is aware of an attack looming tonight that, if allowed to occur, will cause, well, probably untold catastrophe for Waterdeep, the Lord's Alliance, and the rest of the Sword Coast. Every attack, though the impression she's given me is that every attack along the Sword Coast so far has been but a probe, a sort of taste of what's to come. Now, she believes, and has requested for my assistance and 7 others, to delve into the Shadowfell and eliminate this at its source of power. Now, I've asked you all here because, well, obviously the Blades of Drrust, but also my brothers, Arthedan, Percy, yourselves, I believe skills may be available, and some of you will stay behind to keep an eye out for things on this plane of existence. I looked at Alistair and Robert, and I'll be like, I personally prefer you two to stay here, because your martial abilities are more suited to sort of this material plane of existence.
They sort of look to each other. Robert will say, if you're going, I mean, we want to go with you, we want to help. And then Arthur then will step up and say, don't worry, lads, you should leave this to the professionals.
And
I myself will go if need.
I'll turn to Arthedan and Percy. Another paladin, Arthedan, this is why I asked you and Percy here. You're his captain. I'll turn to Percy and I'll be like, you did pretty well at Harrowdown, and another paladin in a realm of shadow won't go amiss.
Well, I'll follow you anywhere, Arthedan. Arthedan's just like, I know you will, cousin. The two of us will join you. It's settled then. He just like gives you like a Prince Charming grin.
Yeah, and I'll turn to the rest of the blades and I'll be like,
I should actually say, before you make these decisions, you guys will be playing the NPCs, so pick NPCs that you don't mind actually playing.
Well, I'll take Percy, because paladins.
Well, you're taking Elia, is
I'll
why...
take Elia. Oh, okay, right. I'll turn to the blades, obviously the group, us. I'll be like, this isn't an official company quest, per se, but I'd appreciate all of you if you want to come with. If not, I understand.
How do you know that she's telling the truth? You haven't seen her for how long?
6 months. It's not that long.
Something like
been
that.
in this Shadowfell this whole time.
I can't sense any evil on her. That's kind of my job.
If she said,
maybe.
And I performed an
ambush.
insight check. Also, and I rolled a 20. I rolled a 22, and it was fine.
I really want to use that in real life now.
It's like the like D&D equivalent of like, well, I'm an empath and I can detect that you're not feeling great. But yeah, anyway, I trust her.
I mean, how can this Shadowfell even attack us in this plane?
It has been. Every Death Knight encounter and the dragons, they're all linked to the Shadowfell and the workings of its king. And I understand, Sang, if you don't want to come with, because you're perfectly happy off playing Bounty Hunter for some drow.
I never said I wouldn't go, just making you aware.
Well, if you trust...
This may not be...
If you trust my instincts as a leader, then...
I wouldn't even say we need to do that. I would say, as a matter of we're all in the same group and we're all Blades of Drrust, colleagues, friends, that when one of us is in trouble and the rest needs to help, we should always help and deliver. So just on that basis, you have my vote and I'm going with you.
Thank you, Reed. I appreciate that. Dalmir makes 9, I think, Paddy.
Yeah, but you did invite him to the circle.
Dalmir, I'll look at Dalmir again and I'll be like, Dalmir, I mostly want you... I only brought you over. Could you and Belle just keep an eye on my sister? Robert and Alistair will be busy.
Are you sure you don't want me to come?
We can only
I'm an official adventurer now.
Dalmir, the Shadowfell is not this plane of existence. Trust me. You've seen me lead people through. If you remember our trip through those demon-infested halls.
I'll never forget it.
Yes, this will be worse.
He like looks to you, Ulfgar, and then sort of says, "All right, I'll step out of this one if that's what you want."
I want people I can trust here in this.
So
plane.
not you.
No. Let me finish. I want people I trust in this plane of existence, whilst we're away. People with good fighting ability like yourself. You are a hardy dwarf and good with your weapons.
Aye, I'll stay.
Thank you.
Good luck, Ulfgar.
I want to put my hand on her shoulder and I'm like, keep the place safe, yeah? Then pull him in for a hug.
Yeah. You do like the hug, you do like the forehead to forehead, and then he will go off and He's on high alert now.
I'll glance to Arthur and I'll be like, we'll have to be going pretty quick. I don't know if you want to say anything to the rest of your company.
I'll go and inform them. You sure we can only take this many?
I was told 8.
Very well then. I'll go and let them know what's going on. Yeah, Arthur.
Can I take, Patrick, can I take more?
Yeah, you can do plane shit, can't you?
You can, however, Elia is the one who knows the specific location in the Shadowfell, so only she can take you straight there. You would just go to the Shadowfell, but not a specific place there. So it might take you days or weeks to get, or even months to get to the place that she's taking you specifically to. So yeah.
Surely if we bring Gaiampus Limpus, we'll get there quicker.
Oh,
Well, so the good news is you can teleport them, or you can plane shift them out of the Shadowfell. So you don't have to rely on Elliot to get out, but you do need to rely on her to get in.
Okay.
And yeah, like I say, Elia, Arthur, and Percy, you can go and speak to the Blacksmith if you want.
Just if we need more people.
Yeah. Well, you've already got your
we've got
9.
max.
But if we speak to someone else, they might be able to get more people to go, no?
Possibly. You can go speak to them.
Do you want to do that, guys, or are we happy with just the 8?
I'm happy with the 8. The 8 will do.
I'm sort of. I like to agree with the group.
I think Elliot told me 8, and 8 will do. Any more will be probably risk drawing attention to ourselves.
Okay.
So I'll start walking over to her, and yeah, come on, let's go. Times off the
I've got a bad feeling about
sense of
this.
importance. Yeah, well, Sang, I had a bad feeling about things when I went into the Underdark.
Okay. She heads out, and you guys head out onto the ballroom floor. At which point, Lyra will walk over to you all as well. So yeah, Elia has already told me of the quest you are all about to undertake. Good luck, safe travels, and whatever it is that you're there to destroy, make sure you destroy it properly. Good luck, and she will head off.
Yeah.
Elia will then take your hand, Tristan, and take Arthurdan's hand on the other side, and you guys prepare to go to the Shadowfell. Any last things before you want to leave this plane of existence?
Nope.
I'll do it.
I want
That'll do it.
to make sure and keep an eye on Elliot.
Okay.
Can we have
We can make an insight check on her if you want to try and...
Yeah, just before we go.
Yeah, suss her out.
Sorry, actually, can I speak with Fauna?
Yeah, you can. So you can have it over to Fauna. 20. Pretty good insight. She doesn't. She seems a bit like, not depressed, but just a bit not quite happy, even though she appears happy. That being said, you don't necessarily get the vibe that she's lying.
Okay.
Can we when we go to the Shadow Realm, can we have like the Batman intro?
I've got some I've got some special music played, but I can add the in myself.
Awesome. That's all I want.
Cool. Yeah, you wanted to go speak to Fauna before you go.
Yeah. I just say to her.
Yeah. Well, even as you walk over, she immediately seems happier. Says, "Simeon just told me. I'm free to do what I want. Where's your house? I might need to stay there tonight."
Yeah, about that. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll direct her to the house, and I'll just say, speak with a guy called Fergie.
Fergie.
Sound guy. Well, actually, speak with anyone at the house. Just make sure it's not Cornelius. I trust that guy. He's a dick.
Yeah. Well, at this time of night, it'd be Captain Zardin would be
Captain Zardin,
on guard. Yeah.
Tell him that you're Reed's sister, associate of the Blades of Drrust, and you need a place to stay tonight. And give him this, and it's something that I always wear. Like, I don't know.
Your explosive top.
Yeah, I just imagine the classic
top hat, yeah.
the classic love heart boxes.
No, I'll give like a gem or something that I've accumulated over there.
We'll say, yeah, you could have had like a familiar ring or gem or something. She
Business card.
she will take said gem and then immediately pull you in for like a massive hug. Say, I don't know what you did, but thank you so much.
All right, you can stay there in my room as long as you want. If you want a job there as well, I'm sure they'll give you one.
I don't know which room's yours, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, just have a chat with anyone. They'll let you up there. All good.
Thanks.
Bye, sis.
Bye. Yep, she leaves, completely unaware that you're about to step into another plane of existence, which most of you have not done before. But yeah, stepping up, you vanish. Let me just reset the music as well. Alright, so, you guys are thrust into the Shadowfell. First of all, I want everyone to make Constitution saving throws for me, please.
Nope.
Oh shit, hold on, I need to go on my app.
Do I have Elia's character sheet, actually?
I will sort this all out for next time. Don't worry too much about them, about the NPCs for now.
Fair.
Why can't we live a simple life? Well,
Who is going to play Arthur Dan and Percy though? It's got to be one of yours or two of yours.
Play one.
Okay.
I'm kind of out of the call for playing.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, it'll be for next time anyway. But yeah. So
If my laptop was back up and running, I'm happy to.
Yeah. Between now and then, Arthur Dan and Percy will need to be played by two of you
we'll
guys.
decide next time.
Can someone do a Constitution saving roll for me, please? I can't get onto my profile.
I got you, boy.
oh, I only got a 12.
It's you anyway, Connor. So I think you basically can't fail.
No!
What happened?
You had one.
Ulfgar's teleportation sickness strikes.
To be clear,
Wait. Don't I get to re-roll on?
I don't think so.
That's
Isn't that
Reed's,
Reed's thing?
that's Reed's, yeah.
Yeah. To be clear, an 11 actually does succeed, but an nat 1 does not. So...
No. I have Undominable.
Oh yeah, okay, so you can choose to re-roll this saving throw. To be clear, Connor, it does nothing in-game. It does nothing mechanically wise. This is all just for...
It's just gonna make you throw up again.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's just gonna make you throw up. You don't want to waste the use of Indomitable on this.
Alright, whatever. I thought something else was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I thought it was something serious.
Yeah, no, it's worth it. Which is why I'm forewarning you that yeah.
No, thank you for that.
Dela, Ulfgar, you guys immediately throw up. The rest of you feel like throwing up, but manage to hold it together. You have arrived in the Shadowfell, a place where colour seems faded and muted. The world around you is rocky and barren, almost akin to what you might find in your own world, but twisted, shadowed, a dark reflection of the prime material.
I mean Thor 3. It's like Thor 3 in that scene.
Yep, just like Thor 3 for anyone who's seen that.
Why
I've
can't
not.
Familiar-
we use our
familiar-
imagination?
we can use our own imaginations, and it's also slightly different. Familiar and unsettling in equal measure, the shadows of this world seem to drink in the light around them, while ash wafts on the air. Colour seems to be fighting to breathe, and if so, it is losing, sinking back into drab shade. There is no discernible smell in the air, and your tongue lies dull in your thick mouth. It's cold here as well, and naturally so. It seeps past your cloak and into your flesh, and you feel the very chill in your bones. You can't help but flinch at every sound, at every shadow that dislodges itself from your surroundings. At present, it is raining lightly, the distant sound of thunder rolling in the distance. Elia glances out on the horizon. We've arrived in the middle of a darkening storm, and as lightning flashes, instead of the world brightening, the world actually darkens. The lightning here is the opposite of light. It is darkening. Yeah, it is literally darkening, and this is erupting and going on right now.
Pretty weird place.
A very weird place indeed. Certainly not the kind of place you want to be. Elia will say, "This way, follow me." And she leads you towards a fortress before you. You see the fortress made of some kind of black stone walls, is marked on the front door by the many ironstone symbol of the Shadow King. Walking through this fortress, it seems abandoned, empty, aside from the hundreds, if not thousands, of skeletal bodies that lie motionless and scattered across the stone, as if once a great army was here.
Sorry.
Yeah, go.
Can I watch Elia while we're walking through this fortress?
Yeah, for anything specific, or just keep an eye on
I
her?
want to see, like, is she looking at anything specifically? Just like, does she look around as if she's expecting something or anything like that?
Make an
just that
insight
kind of
check.
thing.
12. She's just sort of leading you through. It's difficult to tell if she's looking at anything in particular. Like, obviously, you're like everyone's on edge. There's not a soul here that isn't. So I'd say on a 12, this wouldn't get too much.
Okay.
Yeah. Glancing down at these skeletons that litter this Shadowfell fortress, most look humanoid, though many appear to have once been minotaurs. In the center of the main courtyard stands a lone tree, skeletal and wasting, rising from the heart of the ruins like a spear through a wound. Its roots wind their way through the crumbling stone, while hundreds of skulls list the ground around it.
You always did take me to the nicest of places.
Which is, well, gotta take you somewhere different every time.
I just chuckle.
So yeah, you walk through this fortress for, I'd say, about 5 or 10 minutes, just feeling more and more uneasy the further in you go.
Can I draw my sword at this point? Like.
Oh, absolutely. Arthur Dan has already got his spear and shield at the ready, and Percy would obviously have copied him.
Can I use Divine Sense?
What does that sense again?
Walking through, it's just evil. Location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me.
Yes. You definitely get a heavy undead presence everywhere.
Elliot, there's not a necromancer or 5 around here, is there?
I don't know. Like I said, last time I came here on my own, I got such a foreboding presence that I left. I did not want to stay here.
This place stinks of undead. And I mean that in the theological sense, not just the stench of corpses.
Yeah, it stinks of shit.
She glances down at the thousands of skeletal bodies that are lying literally beneath your feet.
Yeah, but I mean in terms of like the actual power of it, not just the sort of physical presence, because that's what he can detect. He detects the power.
Yeah. And I will say you get a greater sense of power. So right now you guys would be walking up to a bridge that leads across to a smaller, like, inner fort. And the power definitely seems to be on your side as well, but it's greater across the bridge.
How far did you get last time you went here, Elia?
I got to right here, and she says, like, this is at like the threshold of the bridge. She says, I didn't want to cross any further.
Well, I kind of like...
Not without people.
Yeah, I kind of like... Because the divine sense is sort of like a smell. It's sort of like a... I just kind of like reel back for a minute. I'm kind of like... Yep.
Yeah.
I can see
Percy
why.
will wander up and say, I sense it too.
That's a lot.
Arthur Dan will immediately be the first to step onto the bridge and say, well, come on then. Let's get this over with.
Aye. Let's go. Wait, hang on.
With the darkening storm continuing to swirl around you guys. Again, rain is very much present right now. You guys cross over the bridge. What were you going to say, Tristan?
When a spell says concentration, then comma up to 1 minute, does that mean it's concentrated for a minute, or you can keep it concentrated and it's cast for a minute, or?
Once you cast the spell, it lasts for a minute.
Right.
Or up to a minute because it's concentration and it could drop sooner.
Right, got you. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Stepping across this bridge, you come to like a massive portcullis entranceway on the far side. Before you even get to it, however, you see a single skeletal figure shrouded in a dark, tattered cloak, standing at the doors, almost like he's hobbling on this. He's got a quarterstaff in his hands and he's like leaning on it for support. As you guys are approaching, the figure looks at you, and you see in its eyes faint red glows in like the eye sockets. It turns to you and says, "Welcome home, daughter of shadow. You may enter freely. The rest must return from whence they came. You are not welcome."
That was scary. That was
That
eerie.
was good. I'm immersed.
So yeah, just this single hobbling skeletal figure in front of the archway has said this to you. What do you do?
Is the archway just open?
No, the portcullis is down.
I'll turn to Elliot and I'll be like, "Do you know who that is?"
She just shakes her head and says, "I didn't get this far."
Well, the shadow inevitably retreats before the light, so I think we'll be going forward no matter what this chap says. I'll turn to Percy and I'll be like, "Go on."
Do we think this guy can like do anything? Are we gonna like get?
This is 100% a trap.
I know it's a trap, but like, what do we do? Like, should I go as bait and just kind of like take him on, take a hit, or?
No, we'll go first.
All right, whatever you say.
Yeah.
Well,
Can I
Are we
see?
like hesitating back? And say, "A paladin would go through when a halfling would not." I'll never hear the end of it. Yeah. Just
Yeah. Oh wait, what were you going to say, Sank?
Before we go, can I check Elliot again to see if she looks different at all, or if she seems genuinely confused and not sure what's going on?
Again, make an insight check. 20. Again, a strong roll. She seems very genuine in her. Again, she doesn't necessarily look confused. It's almost like this is the kind of thing she would have expected, but it's not like she knew this was going to happen.
Okay.
Definitely seems forthright and honest. Again, it's still a little
What
distant.
about her eyes?
Her eyes are still looking normal.
Okay.
Yeah, she has like purple eyes.
I just want to, as we cross, I want to walk behind her with my hand on my sword.
As you step up a little closer, not heeding this skeleton's warning, he like begins to just like, "Then I will keep you out." And he raises his staff, and at this, a slight tremor runs across the bridge, and one by one, the hundreds of thousands of skeletons begin to rise.
Oh, great.
Shit.
We will save this fight for next time. However, I will, at the start of next session, be getting you guys to roll initiative. So I haven't added you guys in yet because I don't know who would be there. Let me just add you guys into the battle map.
Wow,
We're
this
gonna
looks
die.
intense. Where are we?
Keep on.
At the north or the south?
You are here where I've just put you, roughly. So I'd say Tristan probably would have been near the front. Arthur would be near the front. Percy would be near the front. Oops, nope, not that.
He's
He's a big man.
transformed.
Yeah, Percy,
Elliot
Arthur,
probably
Dan. Yeah, Elliot would probably be near the front. Sang, you said you were near Elliot, so we'll keep you around there. And just so it's a nice, even sort of. Yeah, we'll stick
I
there.
know we've already said it, but I think it merits saying it again, but in the accent. It's a trap.